Hi guys, welcome back. I know I haven't made a video in quite a long time, and I do apologize for that. Things have been quite hectic lately, but as such, I do have a huge haul of dolls that I want to show you. My birthday has passed, so I did quite a bit of shopping, and everything I acquired here is through a lot of different avenues. I have a haul that I'm going to show you from Whatnot, a haul from eBay, hauls from Facebook Marketplace meetups, and some just from local thrift stores. So I'll address all of that as I go along, but I do have boxes and boxes of dolls to get through, so this is going to be quite a long video. So yeah, just sit tight. I'm going to show you starting with, I believe some of the earliest purchases I made, which was at the Naples Doll Show. Not the Naples one, the Sarasota one. And this was one of the first ones that I picked up. She is a gorgeous, gorgeous kind of Sweet Sue type doll, but she does have more of an Alexander face. Now she is unmarked, but this is the dress she came with. She has matching bloomers, socks, little rubber shoes, and her hair is just immaculately styled. And I just think she is so gorgeous. I got her for a great price, and her blushing is just gorgeous. So she is one of my prizes now. She sits on the opposite shelf. As you can see, I got a new location here that I'm working with because I did acquire a lot more dolls. So this is where I'm going to house a lot of my older dolls, composition, a lot of my Tonys, my Tiny Tears as well, which I have quite a growing collection now. And yeah, so this is the first one. And don't mind that I'm picking and choosing from the ground here. I have a lot of dolls here at my feet. So the next thing that I got at the Sarasota Doll Show was this little Suzette. Now she is the Suzette Bride. This is a handmade crochet dress. She has a beautiful pearl veil, a bouquet of flowers, and she came with this little ribbon tied around her. Now she came completely disassembled, so I had to restring her, but I think it was a wonderful deal. I got her for $5. And she's just gorgeous. I have a very special place in my heart for Suzette dolls because they are just so beautiful. So yeah, I'm really glad I got her for such a good price as well. So I remember at the first doll show I went to, the Sarasota one, I tried to pick one up, but it was like $100 and something. So it's crazy that I got one for such a good price. And then this is another one I picked up at the Sarasota Doll Show. Now, this one I actually got for free from a friend there. And she, I believe, is a composition. You can tell from the little crazing she's got there. And she's a much older doll. I believe these are tin eyes as well. You can kind of tell from the yellowing that she's got there and some of the cloudiness. And she is definitely a TLC. I have her on my bin of dolls I need to work on. She has some, it looks like someone tried to repair her foot here, so she has been worked on slightly, but these bloomers and this dress are definitely not original. I want to get her in some other fashions, and this is definitely a newer fashion as well because it has the Velcro in the back. So yeah, she is a very sweet thing to pick up, and I'm so thankful I got her from my friend because now I have a little project to work on. I have so many project dolls, but I'll always welcome another one. So another one that I got at the Sarasota Doll Show is this one right here. I'm going to be picking from the shelf as well because I did get quite a few from that show. This is a sweet little Magic Skin doll. Now I do have another one of her sisters right here, but I love the Magic Skin dolls. This one actually has a little genius outfit on it, and she has a cloth body. She's missing one of her shoes. It looks like it came off right here on the shelf, so she does have both of her shoes, but she is so sweet. This looks like, it honestly looked like an original outfit, so I wasn't questioning it when I bought her, and she looks so cute in it, so I really didn't mind. And I love the bonnet and her hair, her eyelashes, her blush, everything is just gorgeous. Just so immaculate. In the back, it looks like I have to fix one of the buttons because it looks like it's missing. But when she's posed on the shelf, you wouldn't be able to tell. And as you can see here, I've actually started tucking away dryer sheets because I heard someone at the doll show recommend that to me for these older, mustier dolls. So some of them are a bit musty, so I do not mind having to tuck a few of those away if I can get rid of some of the smell. All right, so then another little haul that I did was one of my Facebook Marketplace meetups. Now this is a smaller meetup I did. I did one that was quite a bit more extensive, and I'll get into that in a moment. But this one was for my Giggles doll. Now as you can see, her flirty eyes are a bit wonky. They kind of do what they feel like doing, and you know, don't we all? But she's got her original outfit on. This headband is not original. It looks like a little ribbon someone tied around her. But when I tried to take it off, there is a bit of transference from this print onto her skin, so I don't mind leaving it. It doesn't look bad or anything. She doesn't have the original sandals, which is one of the things I love the most about Giggles dolls, but I got her for 20 bucks. So really, really good deal on her. Don't mind at all for that price, because if you guys know Giggles dolls, you know how expensive these can get. And it was right down the street for me as well, so definitely a good little haul. Her hair needs a little bit of TLC as well, but I've wanted a Giggles doll for forever, so you can see her eyes just doing what it wants. It's so sweet. But yeah, I'm glad about her. She is one of the centerpieces of my other doll shelf right now because I love her. So next thing, I'm gonna get into some Whatnot purchases before getting into the biggest haul. So this is my first Chatty Cathy. Now again, if you know Chatty Cathy's, she's pretty big, but she's got her bloomers around her ankles. Jeez, Cathy. They're a little bit loose on the elastic. Her dress though is in amazing shape, and she needs a little bit of coloring, but I actually did purchase a pastels kit, a chalk pastels kit, so I can touch up the coloring on all these dolls. Actually, recently when I went to an estate sale, I picked one up for a really good price, so now I'm going to get to touch up all my dolls as I go along. But she does not talk anymore, but I still think she is so cute. Her hair is also in pretty good shape, so I do not mind that she doesn't talk. I love having her in the collection. Now I just need the charming Chatty Cathy, and after that, I think I'll be good on them for a little while. But yeah, she is so sweet, and I got her for, I believe, $5. A lot of these purchases that I made on Whatnot are from the same seller, Becky. If you guys buy on Whatnot, you definitely know her. She does amazing doll shows, and I'll show you a few other things that I got here and there. Some from her, some not. Now, this is something I got from, I believe, Dolly Up on Whatnot. These are two little grow dolls. We got Velvet and Chrissy. Now this one's hair, again, has a mind of its own. She's in the TLC pile, and she also needs some clothes, but her grow mechanism does work. You can see it's going up just like that. It works great. So I do not mind, because honestly, buying on Whatnot, you don't know whether or not they're going to work unless they show you the call outs. And this one, I dressed in this outfit as well as tights, so she did come nude as well. But I've wanted these dolls for a very long time. I'm starting to get very much into like 60s, 70s dolls, and these ones I think are just kind of the pinnacle of that era of fashion. So I really do love them. I remember I really hated them when I first started collecting dolls, but as time has gone on, I've kind of shifted on a lot of the dolls I used to not like. So now another Whatnot purchase I made is down here, and this one, this is probably some of my pride and joys. These were from Becky as well. Now they both came nude, but these are two Terry Lee dolls. And if you know me, I love my tiny Terry Lees. I believe I have two now in my collection, and I'm always looking to add more. But now my new obsession is the larger Terry Lees, and I just love them so much. This one's hair still has the pins in it. She has her braid at the top. This one's hair is still curled in the back. And again, they came nude. And when I went later on one of my birthday shopping extravaganzas, I actually went to a flea market where I found tag Terry Lee clothes. So all these outfits that you're seeing on them, the sunsuit, as well as this dress, sweater, and beret, are all tag Terry Lee. And I found them very randomly just shoved into a shelf full of garbage. So kind of serendipitous. I would have never thought to find tag Terry Lee clothes in that flea market. But it's great because I had two nude Terry Lee dolls sitting at home waiting to be dressed, and isn't this just the cutest outfit you've ever seen? Like, I still haven't found any current listings with this sunsuit on anywhere, so I'm very glad that I snagged her because I love sunsuits on dolls. And she is very classy, very beautiful. She did have a small call out when I bought her. Her arm is a little bit dented, so I chose to put the sweater on her. But these are honestly my pride and joys, and I love them more than anything. Probably some of my favorite dolls in my collection now, because there's something about the Terry Lees, again, kind of like the Velvets. I hated them when I first started collecting because I thought that the proportions were odd and their faces were a little off-putting. But now I just love them so much. They have the sweetest faces, and I love their little dimpled cheeks. I just love them. So these are some of my favorite in the whole collection now. So now I believe I'm gonna move on to some, I think I have some eBay purchases that I might touch on before I get into the big one. I know I keep hinting at it, this big one. So I got this off of eBay. Now this is a Pebbles doll. This is an Ideal, and she is the, I believe, 11-inch. Now I have a Bam Bam around here somewhere. I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of chaotic with the dolls. So he's tinkering around here somewhere, but I do have the 8-inch Bam Bam to go with my Pebbles. So she is so cute. She has a little bit of this mark on her face, but with some acne cream in the sun, I believe that'll come right off. Now, again, she's nude, but her hair's in great shape. She did have her little bone, but I don't mind because honestly, it's really hard to find these with the V-shaped bangs. And I love that V-shaped bang. It's so 60s, so vampiric. And I just love her. I love her little pose, her proportions, her cute little face. I'm probably going to put a vintage little dress on her because I don't want to put her in the original outfit. I want her to be in a cute little outfit. Not that her outfit wasn't cute, but I do love her. Let me see if I have any more eBay pulls on here. Yes, I do. Now this one, I'm actually going to start with this one. This is a Knickerbocker Sleepyhead, and this one was a great deal. I think this one was like 12 bucks. And this one's in really good condition. There's not much staining on this outfit. Still has the little bow tagged, and the face is in great shape. I think there's one little nick right there with the little blush, but besides that, it's very high color and just so cute. And the little hair is just so cute. It almost has like a pink hue to it, the hair. And I love these little cloth body dolls. I mean, this is the closest I'm going to get to owning a Rushton for a long while. Because, trust me, I pine after those Rushtons, but they are pricey. So, for now, I love my little Knickerbocker cloth dolls because they capture just that beautiful, kind of like kitschy feel. Definitely a 60s feel. So, I'm definitely going to keep this one on my shelf because I never want to stop looking at her. And then another one that I got off of eBay is going to be right here. Now this, if you're familiar with this doll, you know what's coming. But this is my Trudy 3-Face. Now, I'm having a hard time twisting her with the little cap on. But once you get the cap off, she twists just fine. In great shape. She's got a little bit of face missing on some of these little spots here. That's why I've been keeping it on this one, because this one is in perfect condition besides a little bit of staining. Now, this one came nude to me. I expected her to be actually a lot bigger, but she was super teeny tiny. So I put on just this little pair of bloomers. I believe these were for like a teddy bear, the sweater, and then this cute little bonnet. I know it doesn't match completely, but honestly, this doll is so precious and so sweet that I think she'd look cute in just about anything. And again, this is just the cutest thing ever. Just having these rotating faces, and besides the Terry Lees, this is probably my favorite in the whole collection now. Again, having something that's so old, part of history. This is a little compo, and having a compo doll be maintained for so long, you know, since like the 40s and 50s when these were invented. Especially the style of 3-Face dolls that became popular even earlier than that. Having one like this still be a part of my collection in such good shape is truly a miracle, and I'm so glad I snagged her. I got her again for a really good price. So I'm gonna put her over there, and we're gonna get into a few more. Let's see. I got this one off of Beck on Whatnot as well. This is my first Shirley Temple. This is an Ideal Shirley. She's vinyl. Now, I like this one a lot more than some of the newer ones that I've seen that are more of a hard plastic, because they look a little bit yellowed and this one doesn't, and her proportions look a lot better than some of the other ones I've seen. I'm not sure about this dress. It's not tagged, it's not marked, but it does have built-in bloomers with it, which I think is really neat. The snaps are beautiful. She did not come with shoes, and she does have some staining there on her legs, but besides that, I think she's gorgeous. Her curls, again, in really good shape, and her face is just precious. I mean, she's Shirley, of course her face is precious, and she was like $5, so very happy to pick that up from Beck because I love getting things from Beck. This is another one, speaking of, that I got from her, and this one really reminded me of a Sweet Sue. I believe she is unmarked as well. Yeah, she's an unmarked girl. but she definitely has a Sweet Sue face. She is a bit tan, honestly. She's a bit more tan than some of the other dolls I have in my collection. But she came with these little gold bangles, and I love them so much. I've never seen a doll with little gold bangles on, especially ones that look like they could easily be like real kid bangles. I mean, I don't know any kid that's hand is this small, but I've never seen that before, and I honestly didn't know she had them on when I bought her, so it was a sweet little surprise. And she does have stockings on, as well as her bloomers with this dress. Dress is unmarked, but I think it looks really cute. It gives me like kind of a circusy feel. If you know me, I love the circus. So this one is another huge score for me. She is a hard plastic, and she is just so sweet. Her sleep eyes are a little stuck at times, but I don't mind. Maybe she's just really tired. So not gonna bother her too much. And then another one that I got. Sorry, I'm bending so much. I'm just trying to see what I got. Now this one is really sweet. I got this one off of on Dolly Up as well. And this is a porcelain Patsy by F&B. Still has her little hang tag. It is an actual metal gold toned hang tag that says F&B. And all of her limbs are porcelain. Now, I don't typically collect porcelain. I don't have any porcelain really in my collection that I can think of. I do have a few that have been gifted to me here and there, but I'm starting to get really into them, honestly, because look at how sweet porcelain can be. I've never seen a porcelain Patsy before, and I just love her so much. Her hair, it's got that cute little pixie cut. As you can see, I'm rocking the pixie too, so me and her are a little matchy-matchy. Her outfit is so sweet, so frilly, so girly, and this bonnet is just adorable. So she is one of my favorites. I would love to get another one of her with a different toned outfit, maybe like something blue or like a mint green. But again, I've never seen ones that are porcelain like this. So if I see any more, I will definitely snag them up. And she was a great price, so I never mind picking up something at a great price. So a few more odds and ends here and there. I got this one at the same flea market that I was talking about that I got the Terry Lee outfits at. Now this is a hard plastic doll. She looks about 60s, 70s as well, just based off of the material used on her. She could be a little bit older, but she does actually have felt tongue and teeth now that I'm actually looking at her, so she's probably a little bit older, but she is really sweet. Her sleep eyes are great. She still has some of her blush, her lipstick, and her blue eyeshadow. You can still see traces of it. Now this doesn't look like a mommy made dress because it does have tulle built into it, but it is very sweet. Besides a little bit of staining she has on her, it's gorgeous, as well as her socks and shoes. So for a $6 doll to own a piece of history, again, I'm never going to pass that up because she's really sweet. And I've been getting really into these older dolls as well. Now she is unmarked. I did check the back of her head because this wig does come up, and I probably will take it off and remove it fully so I can repair her hair. But she does have original pins in her too, so it'll make this process a little bit easier for me. But it does look like someone tried to style her with her pins. Maybe they just got a little bit bored along the way, but maybe she could have a fun little 80s pixie, like a little curly blowout, maybe a perm type moment. But I think she's super sweet. And I love the pink dress as well. Now, one other doll that I got. This is one of my early purchases as well. This is a Ferga. Now, I don't believe I own any Fergas. I'm so with Fergas. I do really like some of their 14-inch dolls, but I found her at a thrift store for a really good price, and I could not pass up on her because she was brand new in box. So I thought she is the sweetest thing. Her lashes, her outfit. She was posed in the box with her dress like this, so it naturally just wants to do that now. And she actually still has a tag on her from when she was purchased, and when she was originally purchased, it looks like she was $9.99. I don't know if you guys can see that, but she was originally $9.99 new in box, and I can't imagine when that was that this doll was $9.99, honestly. But she is very sweet, and it's very rare for me to find vintage dolls at thrift stores by me, so whenever I do, I have a hard time passing up on them because they're just very hard to come by in South Florida. And some other ones that I did find at thrift stores, speaking of. Now, this one is a vintage Mattel. Now it says here, it's hard for me to see, but this is a vintage Mattel. If anyone knows more about this one, please let me know. But she is so cute. She's got a big forehead, which I don't mind at all. Maybe I could throw a little bit of a headband on her because some of her plugs here look like they're missing. But I think she's really cute. I don't really own any vintage Mattel. I tend to go with something less with the painted on features because I'm not really huge on them. But I did have one that looked just like her, so I wanted to add her to the collection so the two of them could be friends. But I really do like this one. And I love her little velvet outfit. It's super sweet. She's got shorts on. And yeah, with a little bit of TLC, she'll be perfect. But I do like her little swoop. It looks like she has like a fancy blowout. And next one that I got from the thrift store is this one. Now, I believe this is an EG Soft Tina doll. You can tell because her limbs are so soft. And she is marked EG on the back. Now, she came original outfit, original hairdo. She's got her ribbons in. She has her little diaper on as well. It looks like someone did put this diaper on her, but she is so sweet. She again has those painted on features like the Mattel, but I just really adored her face. Looks like she does have a little hole right there, so she's like a drinking wet doll. And I loved her. It's very, again, rare for me to find these kinds of dolls at thrift stores, so when I do, I always grab them, especially for the right price. I think both of these dolls were on $5. So for that, I'll definitely take it home. And then this is another one I found at that same thrift store while I was shopping. Now, this is an unmarked little crochet doll. It's a hard plastic, and his eyes are super cloudy. But it looks like it probably came in one of those handmade doll kits because the whole body is crochet as well as this diaper. So it's probably a kit where you make the body out of crochet and then you add the head. But I did really like this one, and it fits in really well with my baby dolls here that I have on the shelf. I think he was like $2. So again, I'm not going to pass up on that. And then two other ones that I got. This one I got as a gift for a Whatnot purchase. So this is a Bisque Nancy Ann storybook that actually has a stand with it as well. I don't typically keep stands for my dolls, but she's been fitting in pretty well with her stand. And then I found this one at the thrift store. This is another Nancy Ann. This is one of the newer plastic ones. But I really like this orange outfit that she has on. It looks red on camera, but this is an orange outfit, as well as the lace in her hair and the really cute curls that she had. And again, this one was like $1. So let me see. I do have another eBay purchase. Again, I told you I love my Tiny Terry Lees. So this one has got really cute dark curls, one of these older traditional outfits, and she does have underwear on as well. They don't look like bloomers, they look like underwear. And she does not have shoes, but again, anything to keep building my Terry Lee collection because I just love them so much. And I love how like kind of uncanny the Tiny Terry Lees look with the huge lashes on their very tiny eyes. It's almost like they can't see. I just love it so much. I love them more than anything. So I'm always gonna take a Tiny Terry Lee. Now I'm gonna move on to the big haul that I have here. So quick story time about that. I went to a Facebook Marketplace meetup where it was basically fill a box for $20. I had to drive quite a distance to get there, but it was worth it because it was taking place in an antique store that was closing down. So it was full. The entire second floor was filled to the brim with antique dolls, and I was like a kid in a candy store. It was probably one of the best days I've had in a very long time. So I'm going to start with whatever I have here on the pile from those dolls because it is quite a lot, and a lot that you see here was from that haul as well. So this is the first one I got. Now, I'm not sure who this doll is. I don't think she's marked here. She has an on-off switch as well as a battery pack, and she does have the pads on her feet. So she is a fully automated walker, and I haven't tested to see if her walking mechanism works. Frankly, I don't think I'll be using it all that much, but she is super sweet, and I do love her hair. It needs a little bit of TLC, but I love her little bangs. I love her little like choppy bangs, and her face is just so cute. Again, I found all these dolls and piles of just random stuff, sawdust from dolls that had spilled open, broken porcelain. So to find one that has such a sweet, cute little face was always nice, a nice little treat for me. Now, another one that I found was this Tony. Now, she, I believe, has a bottom half of her outfit, but it has come off. Her hair is in a bad way, but I believe that I will just take this wig off and replace it because at this haul there was so many doll wigs, so I grabbed quite a few of those. But her face itself is in really good shape. Her eyeshadow, her lashes, she just needs some blush on the cheeks, and her body is really good. Her legs are a little loose, but besides that, she's strung pretty well. And I really like her because I love Tony's. You can see that I love Tony's. One of these is a Mary Hoyer, but besides that, I do love Tony's. And I love any dolls that remind me of Tony's, the Sweet Sue, the Hoyers, anything like that. So another thing that I found was this Madame Alexander composition doll. Now, I'm not sure what kind of doll she is. You can see she actually came completely disassembled. I found all the pieces separately in different boxes, and I unfortunately did not find her other arm. So her legs are really loose. I kind of quickly put her together the other night. I wanted to see if she could hold up to any kind of styling or anything, because she does have quite a bit of crazing on the lower part of her body and some cracks. And she's a much older doll. The combo and the tin eyes definitely tell me that, but I'm not sure what kind of Madame Alexander she is. She is marked Alexander on the back, but I've never seen an Alexander like this before. Again, I put a random outfit and shoes on her just to see what it would look like, but I am going to try and find an outfit that will cover up her missing arm. But again, for the price that I paid for all of these dolls, I don't mind it. I was kind of at some point just blindly throwing things in the box and seeing if I could repair them later down the line, because I wanted to save as many dolls as I could, because I assumed that the dolls that didn't get taken were going to be thrown out. So I didn't want that to happen if I could do something about it. Now, this is an Ideal doll. He is just a little plastic doll. He's hollow on the inside, and he had this little outfit on when I got him. No shoes, but I think he's really cute. I really, really do like him. His eyes don't move. Looks like they are sleep eyes. Okay, I stand corrected. They are sleep eyes, but you can hear like the creaking that the mechanism makes when I move him. He is very old. I wonder if he's probably like 50s. Could be more recent than that, but I haven't seen one of these before. It's very rare for me to find boy dolls anywhere. So when I do see them, I do pick them up, especially when they're cute like this. Now, another one that I got, I'm just, again, picking quite randomly. Now, I do have his body in there, but this is the head of, let's see, I have it written right here. This is from Colette Toy and Novelty, and this is the body that this head is supposed to go on. Now, this one was filled with sawdust, so I did empty it out just so I could refill it when I got home. But to me, this looked like the Thumbelina head. I believe it's a Madame Alexander Thumbelina. I could be wrong. But it really did look like that. And it'll be really nice for me to start a project like that, because I haven't refilled one of these bags and attached the head before. But it'll be really nice for me to do, because it looks like someone started on this project and gave up midway through. So this will be a nice little thing for me to do. Again, I told you, I was just stuffing random pieces into a bag. I also grabbed this. This is just a doll head, but I've seen a lot of people posting. This is an Ideal doll head, actually, and it does say P50 on the back, so I'm not sure if that helps anyone identify this one, but I've seen a lot of people posting with the same doll head, so I wonder if there's just like a bunch of them strewn about the globe, because I've seen a lot of people decorate with this same doll head, and it is a hard plastic as well, and the sleep eye mechanism works really well. I just unfortunately don't have a body to put her on. So next thing that I got, I'm going to try, I don't want to rapid fire through them, but there is quite a bit. Now this is an older compo, has this very, very long outfit, definitely meant to go in like a little doll chair and be displayed. Eyes are completely gone. You can kind of see traces of them, but for where I am, they're pretty gone. Got a lot of rub on the back of the head. A lot of the paint is gone. But I really like just the drama of this outfit. And the size of this doll is super, super tiny. Again, fully jointed compo doll that I really, really like. Just kind of a creepy little addition. And this one is patent pending, so I'm not really sure which doll this is. But this is a squeaker that has been kind of deflated. But I have been able to put some more air back into him as time has gone on. but again, a lot of wear on this one. He does need a little bit of TLC. And I wonder if at any point he did have color to him, because it looks like this outfit was always this color, but I could be completely wrong. Might have been like a test doll for this series, whatever this series is. And then the next thing I got, I'll pick this one out just to show you guys, because this one is begging for me to address. Now, this one is a Terry Lee. As you can see, she was fully disassembled. Her head is like in pieces here. And I have held her together with rubber bands. I put this outfit on. This is another tagged outfit I found at that flea market. I wanted to see if it would fit her. And I think once I get her fully restrung, it'll look really nice on her. But for now, I do have to figure out how to reattach. As you can see, like there's the seam there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, there's the seam there on her neck. Her head is still open. If you guys know the best way for me to reassemble these Terry Lee dolls, because I've never had this kind of problem with my Terry Lees, but I wasn't gonna leave her behind because this is the first Terry Lee I owned. Actually, I purchased those ones after I went to this doll show or the doll meetup, so I was dying to have her, and it had actually been bought out for one that was exactly like this the day before on Whatnot, so I found it to be kind of like fate that I found her. So if you guys know what is the best way for me to reattach everything and close up these seams, let me know, because I was gonna just do my best that I could, but if you guys have like real bona fide advice, that would be very helpful. Let's see. Looks like down here I have a lot more just doll parts, doll clothes, and doll wigs. You can see again, doll parts, this little body that has a head, and this is another Ideal doll. And he is rooting around down here. He is. It's another Ideal. And this one is a Squeaker. So just need to get him back on his body. He was actually on when I got him, but he was barely holding on. So I think he had enough and he wanted out of that situation. And then another one that I have down here, I believe, if I can find it. Now, I can't seem to locate her body at the moment. She might be in one of these TLC bins, but these legs actually belong to a Tonner McCall. You can see I have her body here, her legs here, and she was completely new in box when I found her. She was new in box. She was still completely apart, which I found to be kind of weird for her being new in box. So I have to locate all of these pieces at some point because everything, again, as you can tell, is just blindly thrown around. Here we go. I really wanted you guys to see her head. So here she is. Beautiful Tonner McCall, 14-inch. And again, she was completely new. Her outfit is in there as well. Just have to restring her, and for her will be a lot easier than some of the older combos because she is that kind of hard plastic. I never thought I would own one of these, but again, for the price that I got her for, I did not mind picking her up because she was in such good condition. I, of course, didn't want to take the boxes with me because it bulked up a lot of my purchase. So I took her out of the box and just brought her in pieces home, and I will reassemble her. Oh, really quickly, this is the Bam Bam I was talking about. This is my Bam Bam, the 8-inch. Super cute little guy. He always looks so scared, but I do like him. He does go very well with my Pebbles. And now another one that I got, she is down here. Now this is a gorgeous, gorgeous Alexander doll. And she has a very sweet tooth face. She definitely looks like those Little Women dolls. And it doesn't look like, yep, her walking mechanism still works. So she is a walker. Not sure exactly what doll she is, if this is the original fashion on her, because it doesn't look like this has a tag. But this dress, I mean, guys, look at this dress. It is grand. It is gorgeous. It fits her perfectly, so I find it hard to believe this wasn't her original dress. Her hair is still beautifully styled. She is begging for some kind of pendant here. She would look gorgeous with it. And besides a little bit of wear and tear to her face, needing a little bit more blushing, she is in just immaculate condition. And I actually hadn't seen her the first time I walked in there. I went back in for a moment to get something, and I saw her tucked in on the shelf, and I'm so glad I did, because I can't imagine if I had left her behind. So definitely one of the best finds of that entire day, because she is just immaculate. Now, a lot of the other finds I have here on the shelf, so I'm going to pick those up as we go along. I believe I have this one down here. Now, this one does have its original tag from the antique store on it. It says that this was a Walker hard plastic. That's as much as it's identified. This is unmarked, and she's a little baldy, so I put this wig on her that I also picked up at the antique show, or the antique market that I went to. So I picked her up as well, and the wig fits her pretty well, and the wig was actually very well styled. And this outfit was on her as well, completely unmarked. Everything's unmarked, but I thought she has such a cute vintage face. She kind of looks like she's like sneering a little bit, which I like. She's got a little bit of sass, but I think it's just the way her lip paint has kind of chipped off in places that gives her that face. But I think she's a little sassy, and I like it. So yeah, I'm glad I found a wig that fit her while I was there as well, because I do not really have that many doll wigs just here at home. So I kind of just buy them as I need them. Now this is another really sweet find. This is a vintage composition Patsy, or this might be a Patsyette actually because she's really tiny, but she has seen better days. Her head looks like someone tried to put a wig on her and then glued it and ripped it off. So it did damage her precious little composition head. You can see her head so tiny, it fits in my little palm. But I put this little outfit on her. She did have shoes, but I put this little outfit on her just to kind of hold everything together. She was also in pieces. I had to restring her, but there was no way that I was leaving her behind. She's got the gorgeous tin eyes, sleep eyes still work, eyelashes still there, with a little bit of blush and some cleanup, maybe just a little hat on her. She'd be gorgeous, and I love her so much. She is just so teeny tiny. I've never seen them this teeny tiny, so I love her so much. And again, to have just randomly found such an old doll, because some of these dolls here, they still had the antique tags on them, and the prices of those antique dolls were crazy. Like, they're antique mall prices. So, like, the one that I just showed you, that Walker, that one was like $85. Some of the other ones I have here were upwards of like $150. And I got them all in a box for $20. So, never gonna complain about that. So, the other ones that I found here are mainly on this shelf. It's this one right here. So, they're all Tiny Tears dolls, and some of them are very damaged, and some of them are not. This one had this outfit on it, but the rubber of the legs and some of the body is starting to degrade. But this one's eyes actually recessed as well. But I'm such a sucker for Tiny Tears dolls. It doesn't matter like what state they're in. I will buy them, or I will take them home with me. As you can see, probably the first Tiny Tears doll I ever got, I made a video on. I got it on Whatnot. Its leg had completely degraded, and I still took it home with me because I just didn't care. Now this is another Tiny Tears. This one here is exactly the same. I wanted to dress them up like twins, so I need to find an outfit for that. But this is the Tiny Tears doll. Again, both of them I've cleaned pretty thoroughly, but their bodies still have the stains on them, but with a little bit of paint on the top, maybe a little bit of airbrushing, and then the cute little outfits. I might have to hand make them because of the nature of the outfits that I want. So for that, I think they'd look really cute together. And then the last Tiny Tears doll that I got was this one. Now this one's in a bad way. Missing a leg, missing both hands. She's been through a lot, and it looks like someone tried to glue yarn on her head in place of some of the original hair that came off. But as such, it makes it a really unique piece. I mean, I've never seen one with yarn for hair, and it looks like someone put this outfit on her. Definitely looks like a more modern outfit for a much older doll. This one's a hard plastic. Again, I believe all these are hard plastic. Doesn't look like any of these are compo. I do have one compo Tiny Tears, but it is the first one I got. And I do have a video of me actually making that, not making the purchase, but me showing that haul. And that is my Whatnot doll unboxing, which I do anticipate I will be making another Whatnot doll unboxing pretty soon, because it seems like I just keep acquiring dolls. And then I believe the last doll that I have to show you guys here from this haul, and keep in mind I also got doll books. I got a whole bin of doll clothes, just so much doll clothes, so much doll clothes. I got doll memorabilia. I got so many doll books. I got big hardcover doll books, but probably my pride and joy of the find was this 1950s 14-inch Betsy McCall. Now when I picked her up, I don't think I had realized what she was. She's wearing an outfit that is pretty highly sought after. I haven't found any listings with her with this outfit on. I'm not sure if this is her Sunday best outfit because I know the tiny Betsy McCall has a Sunday best outfit that is somewhat similar to this, but her hair is still very well styled. Her face needs a little bit of blushing. She needs shoes, but she does have her bloomers on, the dress, the petticoat. Now the dress is ripped, but besides that, I mean, there's nothing I would change about her. She is perfect. I only realized what she was once I had gotten her in the car and I took a really good look at her and I was like, oh my God, that is a 14-inch 50s McCall. And I didn't even know I wanted her until I had her, honestly. I want so many of her. I want so many of her sisters. I want her to have all the Betsy McCall friends in the world. And I love her. I love her so much. Again, she is, besides my Terry Lees, my Trudy, definitely some of the pride and joys in my collection. So I am so happy that I got this video out. I know it's very long. I'm very sorry about that, but I do anticipate that I'll have a quicker video coming up soon. I did have some requests about a full doll haul, not a doll haul, but a doll tour of everything that I have. So if you guys still want to see that, just let me know, because I feel like I went over quite a lot of what I have visible in my collection over the years. And a lot of things have also gone into storage as space has become more limited here and there in where I live. So if you guys want to see kind of collectively everything that I have, just let me know. But in the next, I believe 2 weeks, if not shorter, I will be having a Whatnot doll haul coming out. So I'll be doing an unboxing. And yeah, thank you guys so much for leaving all the nice comments. Again, so sorry this video is so long, but it is a nice little treat for being gone for so long. And as you can see, I had a lot to show you guys. I mean, I didn't even get into depth on any of the clothes. Normally I do. The wigs, the clothes, the books, I would show you guys always, but I don't want to take up way too much of your time. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye!